House Chairperson, the purpose of the Criminal Law Forensic Procedures Act is to make provision for the full implementation of certain transitional arrangements contained in the Criminal Law Act of 2013 to provide for the enforcement of the obligation to submit to the taking of a buccal sample and to provide for matters connected herewith. Clearly, this bill will add more pressure on SAPS and the forensic science laboratories and on their budget in particular. It is crucial that sufficient resources be allocated for the bill that has been costed at an estimated 78.5 million rands. We were all shocked last year when the DNA backlog reached a staggering 240,000 cases, largely due to under-resourced forensic labs. This resulted in unacceptable delays in finalizing criminal cases, with victims of horrendous rape and murder cases not seeing justice. This cannot be allowed to happen again. The ACDP would like to commend those staff at the forensic labs who have since then worked double shifts to reduce the backlog and are aiming to eradicate it totally. The ACDP would particularly welcome clause 2A that removes the time limitation on the taking of buccal samples from already convicted and imprisoned persons on Schedule 8 offenses, thus making it possible to ensure that those persons who were previously convicted without any DNA or buccal samples taken from them can now have additional charges added to their sentences if buccal samples connect them to other crimes. Clause 2B focuses on convicted Section 8 offenders who refuse consent to have buccal samples taken from them. Subsection 7B allows for an authorized person, police officer in this case, assisted by correctional officials to use minimal force against any person who refuses to submit to the taking of a buccal sample under authority of a warrant. The ACDP believes that the adoption of the Criminal Law Forensic Amendment Bill without any amendments is proof that the Portfolio Committee on Police is convinced that the taking of buccal samples for all Schedule 8 offenses is going to drastically increase the number of convictions of all offenders accused and convicted of such crimes within a much shorter time frame. The ACDP will support the bill. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Reverend Meshoe.